Happy birthday to you, Seth, and congratulations on almost reaching the age of 18. Due to our locations where we live, I'm not able to be with you for your ceremony of manhood. So I took the opportunity to prepare this video to share some of my thoughts. This video is not going to replace the feeling that I get being with you and your family when I'm in Bismarck, but it's going to have to do for today. So here we go. In my day, when I turned 18, life was all about family, friends, school, Aunt Donna, cars, and work. Did I mention Aunt Donna? Today it appears viewing and participating in sports, along with playing video games, consumes a significant amount of time in the lives of those 18-year-olds. So what's important? Many people are going to be telling you what they think is important. However, you will ultimately be making those decisions. The difficult part of making those decisions is you become the one responsible and accountable for the consequences. You will most likely use your experience and education to make decisions, but when you get stuck, you will search for people for help around you. Fortunately for you, Seth, the circle of family and friends you have is good. Use them. Over thousands of years, our spiritual and religious beliefs have included many forms of guidelines and resources that can help us in our maturing process. You will be tested with life choices that will include your religious faith and beliefs, and then some that may not. For me, those 10 commandments are the real deal when we need quick help with some of those choices. The author of the commandments assured us they are flawless, so you can't go wrong. Whatever spiritual direction you follow, Seth, the message is the same. God will be there when you need help. Use Him. He's helped me. In the late 60s, your grandma and grandpa Losis used to ask Aunt Donna and I for help in watching your dad, who at the time was 6, your Uncle Brian, who was 3, and Uncle Scott, who was just an infant. Your mom and dad enjoyed going out dancing. They were dancers, and they enjoyed going out dancing and maybe stop off afterwards and have something to eat and then come home. Very often, too, they'd go out to play pinochle with the neighbors, and they'd ask us to babysit for them also. I was 18 then and experienced with caring for them. You know, I had some time with it. But one of the activities always was rough. That activity was changing diapers. At that time in my life, the cloth diaper was the big deal. Okay, that's what people use, cloth diapers. There weren't any disposables, but cloth diapers were the big deal. And the worst part of that job was after somebody pooped, taking those cloth diapers and swishing them in the toilet to get them clean. That was rough. The next part of that process was using the safety pins. There was huge safety pins that you'd have to put through 2 layers of cloth diapers. You very often stick your finger when you're trying to do that. Third, here comes the plastic pants. The plastic pants would go over the cloth diaper. The job was pretty gross. Fortunately for you, and when you're in a situation where you're watching your nephew, Jerry Jr., you're going to have disposable diapers, so you won't be doing any swishing in the toilet. So the job isn't great, but good luck with that with your nephew, Jerry Jr. The time I spent with your dad and your brothers at 18 was the best. The family time provided me with fond memories of playing with model trains, G.I. Joe, erector sets, Hot Wheels, guns of all types. Playing wiffle ball in the backyard was awesome. Playing numerous card games, and this is my favorite, building forts with couch cushions and blankets. As you know, we never get tired of doing that guy stuff, no matter how old we are. Wait until you see the cool stuff you'll be playing with your nephew. It's going to be fun. You guys are going to have a blast. In 1969, when I was 18, the United States was fighting a controversial war in Vietnam that included a military draft for young men. Young men like me had hard choices to make regarding leaving the comfort of home in exchange for fighting militants in the Vietnam and Cambodia jungle. I won't get into graphic details of that time, but it was uncomfortable for us 18 and 19-year-old men. The life decisions we had to make were not easy, but we made them nonetheless. You too will have scary decisions to make about your future and may feel the decisions are too difficult. The life decisions you will be making are difficult, but you will make them. Enjoy those choices that go well, because there are plenty of them will go well, and learn from the ones that may not. When your great-great-grandfather, Ludwig Zavorsky, came to this country in 1905 from Poland, he came with one thing in mind. If I work hard, I can make money to support myself and my family. Ludwig was not able to speak English. He could not read or write, but he got a job at the Chicago stockyards. Later on, he bought a house on 5012 South Loomis in Chicago and had 8 children with his wife, Jadwiga Zojewski. He did all this because he had a work ethic that lives on in all of his descendants, including you. Your dad told me you took on maintaining your lawn at home because it was necessary to your family and you know how to work. You also demonstrated hard work with your football team, from what I understand from your grandma and some of the radio broadcasts and the news articles that Dad had sent me. You earned the respect of your teammates, your coaches, the fans, and the media because you had worked hard. In the near future, you may be continuing your education and finding a part-time job. You may also decide to land a full-time job to fulfill your life goals, just like your great-great-grandfather Ludwig. Finally, your dad and mom have provided you with a great education, and they, along with your sisters, have given you an example of what you can attain with working hard. Now it's your turn to show yourself what you've got by making your goals and doing what is necessary to fulfill your dreams. The fun part for me will be hearing from you and your family about the direction you will be traveling and the experiences you will encounter on that road. Be assured, everyone will be looking over you, Seth. Happy almost 18th birthday. Love, Unc. Take care. Have a good time today.